welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Magic taking on a Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. We know Chris Paul is nicknamed the point god. Some say he's the best ever when it comes to running an offense while limiting turnovers. CP3 says, when I step on the court, I don't think that anyone should be able to take the ball from me. I pride myself on making the right decisions, passing and ball handling. Kevin, he remains a wizard.
He's unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way. Thank you, David. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And for the Magic, Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr., and it's Fultz in at the 1. And with all the youth of this Magic team, you feel like, Doris, they are on the verge of something big.
For their fan base, Kevin, you certainly hope so. What you're really looking for is maybe the breakthrough that the Cleveland Cavaliers had last year. A textbook job of rebuilding with youth and quality trades. You have to stay patient and understand this is a process.
And here's Harris from the arc. That shot misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Okogie. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Banchero with the ball. Durant's there. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Now here's Paul. Following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. And Booker kicks to Paul. Fultz against Durant. Another shot. Here's Ayton. And finally they hit one.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
And there's the pass to Wagner. Now here's Fultz. Inside. Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
4 seconds left. Booker's shot is good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
No good. Shot missing. It's all tied in Orlando. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. Cole is out there with Isaac, and it's Wagner in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. First free throw is good. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And the Magic making a change here. Schofield's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Lee. Pass to Craig. Here's Biyombo. Shot clock at 5. Over Bull. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Anthony against Ross. Anthony, the pass to Suggs. Releases. And Lee pulls it down.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Ross. It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now here's Ross. And they get it back. Fade away. And here's Anthony from the arc. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic out in front. They're up by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
For your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
They were simply the better team on the offensive end. Every time the defense made an adjustment, they would make an adjustment on offense. Winning that little cat and mouse game, they'll be difficult to beat.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, they're just not creating them.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side. My brother.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. A 2-point game.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that start.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Paul outside. Pass to Ayton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Kogi. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
Hard to contend without a top 10 player on the roster. The Magic have been patient in their approach. And one player taking a leap this season will be huge. And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
The Magic making a switch here. Harris is checked in.
Gary Harris.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And stolen by Wagner. They get a hand on it. Here's Kogi. He's defended by Wagner. KD with the bucket.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Orlando leading by 6. Fultz finds Wagner. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cole the pass to Harris. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. Deep 2 from Wagner. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
That's about trusting your instincts, knowing when the shot he wants to take is there and taking it in the catch and shoot, Mr. Wagner.
And that one is good.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Fultz. Off target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Magic lead by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Then there's Wagner. Then it's Markelle Fultz. And it's Houston in at the 2 spot. Fultz is out there for Orlando. Trying to get open is Carter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Houston's got the lead up to 8 now for Orlando. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Here's Booker. No good on the shot. And Orlando the other way now. Fultz the pass to Wagner. Pass to Houston. He kicks it to Carter. Craig against Wagner. For Craig, and it's Orlando with another.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Orlando.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Franz Wagner.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
Suggs, he's checked in for the Magic. Anthony comes in for Markelle Fultz. And the Suns making a change here as well. Okogie's checked in. And he is unable to get the second one.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Anthony, the pass to Banchero. The shot missing. Great D that time from Durant. Over in the corner, Paul. Suggs with the steal. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Cole Anthony mixing it up on the interior. Nice job drawing the contact. This guy is unafraid.
Cole Anthony taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits.
Cole Anthony, a guy who has just tremendous feel for the game. He's obviously been around it from the time he was very young. Just understands where the ball should be at all times. Good passer, aggressive scorer.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And Anthony drops them both.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Payne kicks to Warren. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Warren, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Houston.
When T.J. Warren is being aggressive, good things tend to happen. Puts the defense in a tough spot there.
T.J. Warren taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, I love T.J. Warren. The reason, guys, is he's proven to be a dependable scorer who's got good versatility, and he can play either forward position. So important in today's NBA.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they